Have you ever had that moment standing in front of the bathroom mirror under the bright morning light where you feel a disconnect? You look at your reflection and see skin that seems to be losing its fight against gravity, especially around the jawline and cheeks. You trace the lines that have deepened around your eyes and mouth, and you feel a quiet frustration because you know you're doing the work. You've invested in the highly rated creams, you've been diligent with your collagen supplements, and yet the person looking back at you seems to be aging faster than the vibrant, energetic person you feel like on the inside. It's a disheartening feeling, as if you're on a treadmill, putting in all the effort, but somehow still sliding backward. You start to wonder if this is just the inevitable path of aging, a battle you were never meant to win. This sense of frustration is compounded by a confusing paradox. You're following the advice, you're buying the products that promise restoration and firmness, and you're consistent. Logically, you should be seeing significant improvements, or at least a slowing of the process. But the results are often subtle at best and fleeting at worst. It's easy to start blaming yourself or the products, thinking maybe you need an even more expensive serum or a higher dose of that supplement. This cycle of trying and feeling disappointed can be exhausting, leading to a feeling of resignation. But what if the problem isn't a lack of the right ingredients? What if there's a hidden force at play, something happening inside your body every single night that is actively undermining all of your best efforts? A silent saboteur that no cream or powder can overcome on its own? Over my years of focusing on healthy aging and observing the patterns that emerge after 50, I can tell you with absolute confidence that this experience is not unique to you. It is one of the most common frustrations I hear, and it has nothing to do with a personal failure or a lack of willpower. Your body hasn't suddenly decided to give up. In fact, it's equipped with a powerful, innate system for repair and regeneration that is designed to work for you your entire life. The issue isn't that the system is broken. The issue is that a simple, everyday habit may be inadvertently flipping the off switch on this critical repair process, right when your body needs it the most. Understanding this is the first step to taking back control because it shifts the focus from fighting your body to working in harmony with its natural rhythms. So, let's consider a question that might sound completely unrelated to your skin or your joints at first. What if the most powerful lever you could pull to support your body's collagen production isn't in your medicine cabinet, but on your dinner plate, and more specifically, on your clock? What if I told you that the timing of your last meal of the day could have a more profound impact on your skin's firmness and your joints' comfort than the very supplements designed to help them? It sounds almost too simple to be true, but the biological connection is incredibly direct. In this video, I'm going to pull back the curtain on this hidden mechanism. We will explore the one invisible mistake that millions of people make every evening, a mistake that seems harmless but is actively preventing your body from entering its prime repair mode while you sleep. We're going to connect the dots between your dinner schedule and the reflection you see in the mirror. I'll explain how your body operates on a precise internal clock, governed by hormones that act like a day shift and a night shift crew in a factory. The day shift manages energy, and the night shift is responsible for deep structural repairs, like rebuilding the collagen framework of your skin and joints. I'll show you how a late meal essentially forces the day shift to work overtime, blocking the night crew from ever getting onto the factory floor to do its essential work. You will understand the delicate dance between two key hormones, insulin and human growth hormone, and see exactly how one, when elevated at the wrong time, effectively silences the other. This isn't complicated biology. It's a simple cause and effect relationship that, once you see it, you can't unsee. My goal here is to empower you with knowledge that puts you back in the driver's seat. This isn't about a restrictive diet, fasting, or some punishing new health fad. It's about making a small, intelligent adjustment that honors your body's built-in wisdom and allows its natural healing processes to function optimally. Before we dive into the specifics of this nightly repair cycle and the simple solution you can start tonight, I want to invite you to become part of this community. If what I've shared so far is resonating with you, please take a moment to subscribe and click the like button so more people can find this information. And I would genuinely love to hear from you in the comments below. Have you ever felt that you're doing everything right for your health, but not seeing the rewards? Your story is important. Now let's uncover why your dinner time matters so much. To truly understand what's happening, we need to look beyond the surface of the skin and appreciate the incredible intelligence of our bodies. Your body operates on a powerful, deeply ingrained internal clock known as the circadian rhythm. This isn't just about feeling sleepy or awake. This 24-hour cycle governs thousands of processes, including your metabolism and, most importantly, your repair mechanisms. It dictates when your body should be focused on burning energy and when it should switch its primary focus to rebuilding and regeneration. Think of it as a meticulously planned daily schedule, where every hormone and every cell has a specific time to perform its most important duties. After 50, our sensitivity to this rhythm can change, making it even more crucial that we work with this internal clock, not against it, to support our body's natural healing power. Let's use a simple analogy to make this crystal clear. Imagine your body as a highly efficient 24-hour factory. This factory has two distinct work crews, a day shift and a night shift. The day shift is in charge of all the active, energetic processes. Its main job is to take in the fuel you provide, the food you eat, and distribute it as energy to power your muscles, your brain, and all your daily activities. The manager of this day shift is a well-known hormone called insulin. When you eat, especially carbohydrates, insulin's job is to unlock your cells so they can absorb that energy. It's a vital, necessary process that keeps the entire factory running smoothly throughout your waking hours, ensuring every department has the power it needs to function. Now, when the day ends and you prepare for sleep, a different crew is scheduled to take over. This is the night shift, the specialized maintenance and repair team. Their job isn't to manage incoming energy, but to rebuild the factory's very structure. They are the carpenters, the engineers, and the masons who repair the wear and tear from the day's operations. The manager of this critical night shift is another powerful hormone, human growth hormone, or GH. This hormone is the master signal for deep tissue repair. It travels through your body and instructs your cells to synthesize new proteins, most notably collagen, which is essential for rebuilding the framework of your skin, the cartilage in your joints, and the strength of your bones. Here's the single most important piece of this puzzle, the biological rule that changes everything once you understand it. The day shift manager, insulin, and the night shift manager, growth hormone, have an opposing relationship. They operate on a principle of mutual exclusivity, meaning when one is high, the other is forced to be low. They cannot both be active on the factory floor at the same time. During the day, when you're eating and active, insulin is rightly in charge, and growth hormone levels are very low. Conversely, for the night crew to do its job effectively, insulin levels must drop significantly. The body is specifically designed for this handoff to happen seamlessly in the hours leading up to and during deep sleep. This is where our modern lifestyle and one very common habit can throw a major wrench into this perfectly designed system. What happens when you eat your last meal of the day close to bedtime? Let's say you have dinner at 8 p.m. and are in bed by 10 p.m. That meal, particularly if it contains sugars or refined carbohydrates like pasta, bread, or dessert, triggers a significant release of insulin. Your body, doing exactly what it's supposed to do, sends out the day shift manager to handle this incoming fuel. The problem is one of timing. This is happening precisely when the day shift should be clocking out and clearing the factory floor to make way for the essential night crew. As a result, your insulin levels are still elevated when you go to sleep, just as your body is preparing to release its main, most powerful surge of growth hormone for the night. Because of their opposing nature, this elevated insulin acts like a roadblock. It effectively blocks, or at least severely blunts, the release of growth hormone. The night shift manager receives the signal that the day shift is still on duty and essentially gets told, "Stand down, we're not ready for repairs yet." The maintenance crew is left waiting outside the factory gates, unable to get in and perform its critical duties of rebuilding your collagen and repairing your tissues while you sleep. The prime window for regeneration is missed. Think about what this means on a cellular level. All the wonderful collagen peptides you might be taking in a supplement are the raw materials, the bricks and mortar for the repair job. But growth hormone is the construction foreman who tells the workers what to do with those materials. If the foreman is locked out, the materials just sit in a pile, unused. Your body has the building blocks available, but it lacks the primary signal to initiate the construction process. This means your skin cells don't receive the clear command to synthesize new firming collagen, and your joint tissues don't get the instructions to repair the micro damage from the day. The entire nightly repair cycle is handicapped. This isn't a one-time event. It's the cumulative effect of this pattern, night after night, that accelerates the visible and felt signs of aging. Each night that your growth hormone surge is suppressed is another night your body's collagen building capacity operates at a fraction of its potential. Over weeks, months, and years, this leads to a noticeable decline in skin elasticity, the deepening of wrinkles, and that feeling of morning stiffness that doesn't seem to go away. It's not that your body has forgotten how to repair itself. It's that a simple, seemingly harmless habit is inadvertently preventing the most important repair process from ever getting started. So, the frustration you feel isn't because your body is failing you or because your supplements aren't working. The core issue is a traffic jam at the hormonal level, created by meal timing. You're providing the high-quality repair materials, but you're simultaneously blocking the repair crew from getting to the worksite. This understanding is profoundly empowering because it shifts the problem from something that feels inevitable and out of your control, just getting older, to something directly influenced by a simple, daily choice. We're not fighting a losing battle against age. We're unknowingly getting in our own way. And the good news is, we can just as easily get out of the way. The invisible error, the one mistake that undermines all your efforts, isn't found in the ingredient list of your moisturizer or the dosage of your supplement. It has nothing to do with buying the wrong product or not trying hard enough. The mistake is one of simple timing, a habit so ingrained in our modern lives that we never think to question it. Eating your last meal of the day too close to your bedtime. This single, seemingly harmless act is the silent saboteur. It's the reason the day shift manager, insulin, is still commanding the factory floor long after closing time, effectively locking the doors and preventing the essential night shift repair crew, led by growth hormone, from ever starting its vital work on your skin and joints. This habit feels so innocent because, for most of our lives, it was. A family dinner in the evening, perhaps a small snack while watching television, these are comforting rituals, moments of connection and relaxation. We associate our evening meal with winding down, not with actively disrupting our body's most important regenerative processes. If you're choosing a healthy, balanced meal, you might even feel you're doing something beneficial for your body right before you rest. This is the paradox that makes the mistake so easy to miss. The food itself might be nutritious, but its timing is creating a hormonal traffic jam that prevents your body from capitalizing on the deep, restorative power of sleep, turning a healthy choice into an unintentional act of self-sabotage. Let's trace the immediate biological domino effect. When you finish a meal, especially one containing carbohydrates or sugars, within 2 to 3 hours of going to sleep, you are sending a loud and clear signal to your pancreas to release insulin. This is your body's normal, healthy response to food. The problem is the context. This insulin surge is happening precisely when your body is preparing for its nightly fast, the period designed for repair, not for energy storage. So as you lie down to sleep, your insulin levels are still elevated. This elevated state directly suppresses the release of human growth hormone. The master signal for collagen synthesis is effectively muted. The night crew is on standby, but the factory floor is still occupied by the day shift, busy storing energy instead of allowing the rebuilding to begin. The first consequences of this nightly disruption are often subtle, and you might not connect them to your skin or joints at all. You may notice a feeling of heaviness or bloating when you lie down, making it harder to get comfortable. Your sleep quality might suffer. Perhaps you find yourself waking up more frequently during the night or not feeling fully rested in the morning. These are the initial warning signs from your body's internal clock. It's your system's way of telling you that it's being forced to do two conflicting jobs at once: digest a meal and initiate deep sleep and repair. This internal conflict prevents you from sinking into the deepest, most restorative stages of sleep where the majority of tissue regeneration is meant to happen. While a single night of poor timing won't dramatically alter your appearance, the real damage comes from the cumulative effect of this habit. Think of it as a small repair deficit that you incur each night. Every time you eat late, you miss out on a significant portion of your body's prime collagen building window. Over weeks, this becomes a noticeable shortfall. Over months and years, that consistent deficit compounds into a significant structural problem. It's like a construction project that is perpetually underfunded and behind schedule. Your body has the raw materials, the collagen you're supplementing with, but the nightly work order to use those materials is consistently canceled or delayed, leading to a gradual but steady decline in structural integrity. This cumulative damage eventually becomes visible in the mirror. It manifests as an accelerated loss of skin elasticity, where the skin on your jawline and cheeks begins to lose its firmness and resilience. You might notice that fine lines are deepening into more prominent wrinkles, and your complexion looks less vibrant and more fatigued, even after a full night's sleep. This happens because your skin's foundational matrix of collagen and elastin is not being adequately repaired and reinforced each night. You're essentially fighting a battle on two fronts. You're dealing with the natural, chronological aging process while also inadvertently handicapping your body's most powerful tool for counteracting it. No topical cream can fully compensate for an internal repair system that is chronically suppressed. The consequences extend far beyond your skin, impacting how your body feels and functions every single day. The same collagen that provides structure to your skin is also the critical component of the cartilage, tendons, and ligaments that cushion and support your joints. When nightly repair is compromised, the micro damage from daily activities like walking, exercising, or even just standing doesn't get fully repaired. This leads to that familiar feeling of increased morning stiffness that seems to take longer and longer to shake off. It's why your joints might ache more after a day at work or a walk in the park, and why recovery from physical exertion feels slower than it used to. Your body's internal maintenance crew simply isn't getting the time and hormonal signal it needs to do its job. This combination of visible changes and physical discomfort can create a demoralizing, vicious cycle. When you look in the mirror and see a reflection that appears older and more tired than you feel, it can erode your self-confidence. At the same time, when your joints are consistently stiff and achy, your motivation to stay active naturally declines. You might start avoiding activities you once enjoyed, like gardening, playing with grandchildren, or going for long walks, fearing the discomfort that will follow. This leads to a more sedentary lifestyle, which in turn accelerates muscle loss and joint stiffness, further impacting your mobility and your overall quality of life. The problem feeds on itself, all stemming from that simple, overlooked habit of meal timing. Ultimately, this cycle takes a significant emotional toll. It feeds into that deep-seated fear that you are losing the battle against aging, creating a disconnect between the vibrant, capable person you are on the inside and the physical reality you face each day. It can bring about a sense of helplessness, as if your body is betraying you and the process is inevitable. But understanding this mechanism should do the opposite. It should bring a sense of profound relief. The issue is not an unstoppable decline or a personal failure. It is a logical, biological traffic jam caused by a specific, changeable habit. Your body hasn't forgotten how to repair itself. You've just been unintentionally getting in its way. This realization is the turning point. By identifying the true culprit, the timing of your last meal, you move from a place of frustration and confusion to one of clarity and empowerment. The problem is no longer a vague and overwhelming force called aging. It is a specific, solvable issue of hormonal signaling. You now understand that you have direct influence over one of the most powerful regenerative processes in your body. This knowledge gives you a lever to pull, a simple adjustment that doesn't require more money, more products, or more effort, but simply a smarter alignment with your body's innate wisdom. And that is where the real hope lies, in the small, intelligent shift that can unlock your body's true potential for repair. So, how do we get the day shift to clock out on time so the night crew can finally get to work? The solution is beautifully simple and doesn't involve buying a single new product. It's a practical adjustment in your daily rhythm that I call the 3-hour rule. The goal is to finish your last meal of the day at least 3 hours before you go to bed. This single change creates a crucial buffer period. It's not a diet, it's not about fasting, and it's not about deprivation. It is simply about giving your body the time it needs to transition from its energy storage mode to its deep repair mode. By creating this window, you are consciously clearing the factory floor, ensuring the day shift manager, insulin, has finished its duties and gone home long before the night shift manager, growth hormone, is scheduled to arrive for its critical repair work. This 3-hour window is not an arbitrary number. It's based on your body's natural metabolic timeline. For most people, this is the approximate amount of time required for your body to process the food from your last meal, for your blood sugar to return to a stable baseline, and most importantly, for your insulin levels to fall significantly. Think of it as a necessary reset period. When you lie down to sleep with low, stable insulin, you are sending the clearest possible signal to your brain that the factory is now closed for energy intake and ready for maintenance. This is the green light your pituitary gland has been waiting for to release its most powerful restorative surge of human growth hormone, allowing the night crew to flood the system and begin the vital work of synthesizing new collagen for your skin, joints, and bones without any interference. To make this 3-hour window even more effective, you can be mindful of the composition of that final meal. While timing is the most critical factor, what you eat can either help or hinder the process. A meal high in refined carbohydrates and sugars, like a large bowl of pasta, white rice, bread, or sugary dessert, will trigger a larger and more prolonged insulin spike, making it harder for those levels to come down in time. Instead, you can support your body by building your last meal around high-quality protein, fiber-rich vegetables, and healthy fats. These foods have a much gentler impact on your blood sugar and insulin, making the transition into the nightly repair state smoother and more efficient. This simple swap helps ensure that when the 3-hour mark arrives, your body is truly ready for deep regeneration. It's important to approach this change with a mindset of consistency, not perfection. You don't have to be rigid every single night. Life includes social dinners, celebrations, and evenings when schedules get thrown off. The goal is to make this your new normal on most nights of the week. By doing so, you create a consistent, cumulative effect that your body can rely on. You may notice the initial benefits quite quickly, often within the first week. Many people report sleeping more deeply, waking up less frequently during the night, and feeling a significant reduction in morning bloating and puffiness. These early signs are your body's way of thanking you for finally aligning your schedule with its innate biological clock, and they can provide powerful motivation to continue. The more profound benefits, the ones you can see in the mirror and feel in your joints, will naturally take a bit more time. Rebuilding your body's collagen framework is a gradual process, the result of stringing together hundreds of successful nights of repair. It's like making small daily deposits into a savings account. The power comes from the compounding interest over time. After several weeks of consistency, you may start to notice your skin feeling a bit more resilient and looking more vibrant. After a few months, that morning stiffness might feel less pronounced, and your joints may feel more comfortable after a day of activity. This is the long-term reward of allowing your body's maintenance crew to do its job night after night without interruption. This adjustment is far more than a simple health tip. It represents a fundamental shift in how we approach aging. It moves us away from the mindset of fighting a battle against our bodies and toward one of intelligent cooperation. This is not about punishing yourself or restricting the joy of food. Instead, it's an act of respect for the incredible biological wisdom your body already possesses. You are learning to listen to its rhythms and honor its built-in schedule for activity and repair. By aligning your habits with this natural cycle, you stop working against your physiology and start working in harmony with it. This creates a sense of empowerment and partnership, turning the process of caring for yourself from a chore into a conscious, supportive practice. I want you to hold on to this truth. Your body is designed for healing, and it never loses that ability. Even after 50, 60, or 70, your hormonal systems and repair mechanisms are remarkably responsive to the right signals. This simple change in meal timing is one of the most powerful signals you can send. It's a clear message that you are providing the optimal conditions for regeneration to occur. This isn't about erasing every wrinkle or promising to make your joints feel like they did when you were 20. It is about optimizing your current physiology, supporting your body's innate strength, and ensuring you have the best possible foundation for a vibrant, functional, and energetic life for all the years to come. Ultimately, understanding this mechanism puts the power back where it belongs, in your hands. You're no longer a passive observer of the aging process, but an active, informed participant in your own well-being. That feeling of frustration you once felt in front of the mirror can be replaced with a sense of clarity and hope. You now know that a small, intelligent adjustment in your daily routine can create a powerful, positive ripple effect throughout your entire body. You have the ability to open the door for your body's natural repair crew every single night. The capacity to feel better, look healthier, and move more freely has been within you all along, just waiting for you to create the right conditions to let it thrive.